Sudan appears to be in a civil war of the most brutal kind. Words spoken by United Nations humanitarian chief Martin Griffiths, who called Sudan the toughest place in the world for humanitarian workers in terms of access. The humanitarian chief also said the world needs a new forum for ceasefire talks, warning that the crisis will only worsen as the fighting spreads to new areas. His message comes as regional leaders met in Ethiopia on Monday following the breakdown of Saudi Arabia peace talks in June. The East African Regional Bloc, IGAD, called for the summit in Addis Ababa to discuss deploying troops into Sudan to protect civilians. Efforts to kickstart a peace process, however, faced a setback as a delegation from Sudan's army failed to attend the first day of meetings. Meanwhile, Egypt announced it will host a summit for Sudan's neighbors on Thursday to discuss ways to end the conflict. All right, let's get more on this. Al-Maki Moment is in Omdurman and joins us live with more. Welcome to the program. Moment, what has been the reaction in Sudan for the call by IGAD to consider deploying troops into Sudan to protect civilians?
Yes, until now the Sudanese army haven't commented on this issue, but as you know, the Sudanese government delegation has boycotted the IGAD summit yesterday. So it indicates that the Sudanese army is against the statement that was published yesterday by the IGAD leaders. The Sudanese delegation has expressed reservations on the presidency of William Turu, the Kenyan president, on the Quadriad Committee that's supposed to solve the Sudanese people problems. So, according to experts, maybe the army will not agree to the entrance of foreign forces in order to save civilians here in Khartoum and Darfur, because the army thinks that its duty is to save civilians. However, it is a duty that the army hasn't committed to. Civilians are killing on a daily basis here in Khartoum and looted on a daily basis by the RSF forces. The army hasn't even been able to save the governor of Western Darfur, which was killed on a cold blood a month ago, despite the fact that the General Army Command is only 7 kilometers away from his residence.
All right, one more question before we let you go. Al-Maki, what is the situation like today in Sudan?
Today, fighting is still continuing here in capital Khartoum in different locations. The Sudanese army conducted many airstrikes in South Khartoum, Eastern Khartoum, and Khartoum central areas. According to eyewitnesses, they said that they have heard loud explosions in these places, which were the result of the use of missiles, which are fired from Sudanese army warplanes. Here in Omdurman, the Sudanese army have conducted successful coming operations here in Omdurman central areas in Al Arba'in Street. However, maybe the big event was yesterday, which was the attack of Wadi Sayidna Air Base by the RSF forces. The Sudanese army was able to repel this attack.